Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at Deluxe Class SkyTread from the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron trilogy. You may know this guy under his original name of Flywheels, which I'm assuming they must have lost rights to or just didn't like that name anymore, but he is now officially SkyTread. He is the other Duocon. Previously we had Battletrap, kind of a different release, we'll get into that later, but we finally have the other Duocon. I'm very excited. This was always my favorite of the two. This was the one that I think I had when I was a real young kid. I eventually did get Battletrap, but this was the first one I had, and I always just loved the jet and the tank. I always thought it was pretty cool. Really awesome artwork here on the side. I absolutely love that. Really digging this new packaging, and again, really cool artwork on this side as well. Not really anything on the bottom or the top. But then on the back, you can see you have the robot mode, you have the two vehicle modes. Unlike Battletrap, the vehicles do not have individual robot modes. During Titan's Return, they did them as two separate Legends class figures, so they each had a robot mode and then they had a combined robot mode. I personally don't need the individual robot modes, but it is kind of weird that we have one of each now. I kind of wish they would have done either both with no individual robot modes or both with. I don't really care either way, but it's weird to have one with and one without, but what are you going to do? Still cool to at least get both Duocons represented here. So very excited about that. Obviously shows how you can use the different Battle Masters. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging and we'll take a closer look. So here he is out of the packaging, and I apologize if I end up calling him Flywheels at some point. I'm sure I will. But SkyTread is also a pretty cool name, I have to say. He looks great. Really excited to finally get a full figure of this guy. He went from awkward, bodiless Headmaster, or I should say Titan Master, in Titan's Return, to a full-on Duocon looking absolutely fantastic. Really nice pop of blue here for the cockpit of the jet. I like that. He's got this kind of brownish gold coloring here on the forearms, on the gun, here on the front of the feet, on the treads and everything. Really sharp. Even the accents of that color throughout the jet. Really nice paint, I have to say. They really did a nice job with the paint applications on this. Did not skimp out. He's got a little bit of that weathered thing going on here in the feet, which are really just kind of like the treads of the tank, which I think totally makes sense. You know, a tank rolling around a metal planet like Cybertron would have some kind of flecks of paint and wear, so it makes total sense. Two guns that he comes with look absolutely fantastic. As you can see, they peg into his fists very snugly. But yeah, really nice gun. Like I said, nice pop of color there on the side. And then same for this one. This one will become the barrel of the tank. And you can see how it has a spot where technically I guess you can peg these together to make a super long gun, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so excellent accessories. Of course, he can hold any of these Micromaster weapons. So we'll hook him up with the jet sword here. Definitely reminds me of the Star Saber from Armada. It's a little heavy, so he tends to fall a little forward, but you can kind of just rock him back on his legs. There we go. And then we'll give him a Battle Master here. Got blowpipe. So you can arm him up. I really do like that sword. I think that looks really cool. And this weapon looks cool too. So take these out temporarily. And as you can see, he also has these pegs on the side here, here. So he can use the armor, he can use the weapons if you just want to peg them into the side. A lot of options. Overall, robot mode, fantastic. Articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, a little bit of front to back, a little bit of side to side. You have a hinge here in the shoulder as well as a rotation. You have a bicep swivel. You have actually a little over 90 degrees in the elbow there. Fist rotates into the forearm, so not really any wrist rotation. Not really any waist. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Look at me. I'm wrong. Because of how he connects, I didn't think there would be, but it's actually right below the connection. There is a waist swivel. So no articulation loss to the gimmick. That's fantastic. Kick out to the side. Kick front. Back is a little hindered because of the bit of the jet that hangs down, but not really big deal. Thigh swivel. Got your knee articulation there. And then with the feet, you have a little bit of rocking back and forth. You have front to back because of the transformation, so a lot of nice ankle movement there. This guy is just amazing. I'm super psyched. Really happy to finally get this guy. Because I know you'll ask for it, here he is with Battle Trap. You can see they are pretty much about the same size. I think this guy's a little bit more successful, just because when you run into having individual robot modes, you know, it adds to kibble and things. Still really good, but I think he's a little bit more successful. I think they benefit from not having individual robot modes, and I kind of wish Battle Trap didn't, but because of the way they sold him as two separate Legends class figures, they felt they had to. Just redo him like this, make a new Legends or a Deluxe class one. But you don't really need to, because this guy's perfectly fine. You can take them apart, and just like the original Duocons from G1, and I will say for some reason I do have trouble connecting the pants of Battle Trap. It's totally doable, but it just seems difficult. There we go. So you can swap them, which I think is totally amazing. Oh, this came unpegged. There we go. Peg that back in. Just a lot of stuff all over the place. Come on. There we go. So that's amazing to me. I think the fact that, one, they transform very differently, and they're part of two completely different lines. Battle Trap was part of the Prime Wars trilogy. This guy is part of the War for Cybertron trilogy, but you can still switch them. That's fantastic. I love this so much. I think it's just so cool that we got new versions of like all the toys through Headmasters, Power Masters. We even got to the Duocons, and that's really neat. And they crushed it. I really think they did a fantastic job. Like I said, they're about the same size, even though they're two completely different toy lines, and you can mix and match. They work together. That's amazing. Alright, transformation time. First thing you're going to do, pull them apart again like you're getting ready to switch your Duocons. Put your pants off to the side. Start off here with the torso section. This is going to lift up, and then this whole section here will lift up right there, and then this will all peg up into this. Then what you're going to do, get the arms out of the way, and this little section here, you can see it kind of goes from here up to there, is going to unpeg and lift out. So see how that, you can see where the hinge is? This is going to come all the way around like that. And then this section will fold down into the tail of the jet there. Then you're going to take your arms and stretch them out straight. You can go ahead and fold the fists in. Just like that. Then you're going to straighten out the arm, but you're going to fold this in while at the same time rotating this around so that the part with the fist is kind of sticking up. And then you can see that there are tabs here and here, which are going to tab into here and here. So you kind of have to bring these in and then do one of those things where you use the elbow joint to kind of push those pieces together so you can get a little bit closer. And then they're going to peg into those two red tabs right there. So after you push them together, they will peg all like that. And then this section here, there's a little tab right there, will peg into one of these. So you just bring this wing down, and that'll tab in and tab in like that. And then there you go. There is your jet. Now you have those weapons, so if you want to put one of the weapons here in the middle, if you want to put the weapons in these peg holes underneath, you could even put the in the bottom part of what was the arm shoulder. So again, a lot of nice options there. You can totally use these weapons as well. So a lot of play value there, a lot of play combinations, which I think is really neat. So there's your jet. Tank, even simpler transformation. You're going to go ahead, and these panels on the kind of what will be the shins, you just kind of rotate them around like this, straighten out the legs, rotate the feet down like that, bring the 2 feet together and peg them in. And then right on basically the knees, this whole section will fold down. You can see 2 big peg holes right there, 2 giant pegs right there. So this will kind of rotate around and then peg in. And it's going to be at a bit of a weird angle, but it pegs in nicely, and then this just closes up. Now these don't close 100% on mine. I don't know how that is going to be for other people, but you can see that they pop up a little bit, and it's honestly not that big a deal. You just take your big cannon, and that pegs in right here, and you have your tank. Now I do kind of wish this would peg in a little bit more, but you can see how it kind of hits. And I think it was meant to like peg onto that, but it doesn't really. So I'm not really sure. It just kind of butts up against that, but it still stays, but it's a little tentative and it can fall out, but just kind of do what you can. And then if you want to, again, peg in the extra gun off to the side, you can peg it in over here. If you like that option better, whatever you like. I kind of just like this for the tank. And then here are our tank and jet. Awesome. Now, if you remember the original toy, this would kind of like sit on here, and that's kind of how they transformed. And I thought there was a way... No, I guess there's really not. I thought there was a way to connect them. I mean, it can sit on top, but that's kind of how the original toy was like this. Then this guy came, he would plug in, and then it was kind of a spring-loaded transformation. Also kind of reminds me of Overlord, how they kind of connect on there like that, but unfortunately it doesn't look like, unless I'm missing something, it doesn't look like these guys connect. What if I like open this? Can I do something like that? Kind of, but it just looks goofy. Either way, excellent jet mode, excellent tank mode, really look good. This is another absolutely fantastic deluxe from this line. I am really enjoying the Siege line so far. Hasbro's been crushing it. Everything I've gotten so far, all the Micromasters, the Battle Masters, and these 2 deluxes being SkyTread and Sideswipe, I've been absolutely loving them so far. I do have the other 2 deluxes, and I do have Optimus and Megatron, the Voyager class, so look for those reviews coming soon. And hopefully they'll be just as amazing as all the figures I've opened so far, because Siege is amazing, guys. I'm so enjoying it. I'm looking forward to more. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.